Here's another example of a schematic that we're going to, using an Onshape, convert into a three-dimensional model. Let's get a better look at this. Yeah. Let's make a new document. I call this one CAD plate 1. And the first thing we're going to do is take a look at this base. Right, we're going to make the base and cut out this little section right here, right? So if I'm going to use the top, I'm going to make a new sketch. Use the top plane to make the base. Right, top plane. I'm going to look at the top here, and if I'm looking at the dimension, it's 105 by 45 down here, 45 and 25 height. So 105, 45, 25. So we'll make a rectangle from center point in this case. It looks like it got stuck in there. Okay. So I'm going to say dimension. I'm going to dimension this 105. I'm in millimeters, by the way. Right? This is 45. So 105, 45. And now we're going to extrude this. So we're going to take sketch 1, new. I'm going to use sketch 1, and we're going to extrude it by 20. You know what? I think this was 60. I'm going to change it to 60. It was hard to see. It was hard to see over here, but I think it's 60. Yeah, 30, 15, and 15. So let's change that. Okay, so that's the nice thing about Onshape. It automatically updates. Right. I'm going to look at also is turn perspective on. Yeah, that looks better too. Okay, next, I'm going to try to cut out this little section. So I'm going to use this face and cut out that section. So I'm going to make a new sketch. I'm going to use this face right here, front, right? And I'm going to make this little piece right here, sketch that little piece out. So I'm going to get a line, and I'm just going to freehand now. And there we go, right? Escape. This, according to, was 30, so it's 15 and 15, 30 inside and 60 degrees, and the height is looks like 14. So first thing I could do is I could dimension this to 15, right? So I could say 15, 15. To this one, 15, 15. Okay, 15. And then I'm going to do the angle 60 degrees. Same here, 60 degrees. Good. Looks like we have that. And I need to connect these. I think I need to connect these if I'm going to extrude and delete. So I'm going to make a line right here and connect these 2 points. Just get a line there. Okay. So now click OK, and let's extrude again. So we're going to use sketch 2. I'm going to say remove. Remove. And we have a choice. You could either go to up to next. I'm sorry. Or, I mean, a few of these will work. So I'm going to say through all, and you'll see that it makes sure it just goes through the other side. So we have the base. The next part we'll tackle is this back part. So that's a rectangular piece, and then we'll cut some of these pieces out. So it's 20 by 45, the rectangle. I'm going to make a new sketch. I'm going to use the top surface here. I'm going to go to the top, and I'm going to draw a rectangle from one end to the other. Going to dimension this to be 20. Okay, and now we can extrude it to 45. So, oops, we're going to make an extrusion. Going to use sketch 3 and type in 45. Take a good look at this. Okay. Okay, next part, I'll click OK. Next part is to cut these pieces out. So if I look, I have a line here that's going to be important, 30 from the bottom here, right? So I'm going to make that line, and then I'll cut some of these other pieces out. So back here, I'm going to make a new sketch. I'm going to use this surface, sketch right here. So I'm going to look at the front view. I'm going to make a construction line. So a horizontal construction line right here. And I'm going to dimension this to be 30. Oops, 230. Try 30. All right, 30. So I'm going to make those two lines, the cutting lines right here. Right now I'll do this. This angle is 45, so I'll measure that. Okay, I have that. Now I'm going to just mirror this across. Okay, so far so good. The next thing is, looks like a circle is right here at the center of the midpoint, and it has a radius, a diameter of 15. So right at that midpoint, right? So right here, where it meets this axis, or this plane, I should say. So I'm going to click right here from the center. It doesn't want to, there it is, indicates, that should be it, I'm not sure, let's see, yeah. It doesn't want to indicate, so I'm going to draw, oops, I'm going to draw a center line. So, just to be sure about this. So I'm just going to draw just a precaution, so this is a vertical line. Okay, so that's the point right there. So now I'm pretty sure now. So let's go right there. And what did I say, 15 diameter? Okay, and then we have these vertical lines going straight up. So I'm going to just draw a line, vertical. Another line, vertical. So see, it's vertical, but it needs to be also tangent to the circle. So I'm not sure that it is. I'm going to make sure that it is, right? So this has to be tangent to this, and this tangent to that. So that is now ready to extrude. And I'm going to click OK. I'm going to make an extrusion based on, so I'm going to remove here. So I'm removing, and I'm going to say remove this, remove that, this, and that. Right, let's see. So the deal is all the way, I'm going to say through all, in that direction. So that piece is done. Next part is this front piece. So we're going to make that, but the first thing is we need a plane to draw on. So I'm going to go and I'm going to select the plane, so it's over here, and you have some choices, right? You can, I mean, there's a few choices here, but the one we're going to do, I'm going to offset a plane that I already have. So you see the front plane? If I offset it, so the problem is what to offset it. So you have to do your math a little bit. I know that plane cuts this in two, so that's 102.5, and then this needs to be 25. So so this is 50. Excuse me. This is 52.25, and then subtract 25. So it's 52 is 27.5. So you have to offset at 27.5. So a little math helps here. 27.5. Click OK. So that plane, let's take a look, should be in the right position, right? So now I could draw on this. The other planes are kind of getting in the way. I'm going to hide the front plane for one, just to keep this simple. And I'm going to draw here. So I'm ready to draw on this plane. I'm going to, let's see, plan this. I'm going to make a rectangle, this middle rectangle. So there's a rectangle right here, 30 by 30, and then I could add this piece and that piece to it. So 30 by 30. Front. Make this orthogonal now. Works better. So rectangle, make a new sketch. Based on this one? Yeah. No. This one. Sketch this plane right here. Just want to take plane one. That's the one. Okay. So now I'm going to draw a rectangle. Okay. So I know if I dimension it, let's see, this should be 30. Oops, angle. 30. And this is going to be 30 also. It's giving me a little trouble here. D. Wow. Oh, wow. That took a while. So 30 by 30. It needs to be coincidental with this plane, so I'm going to bring it down. So to say coincident this, make sure that this is down on that. Yeah. Okay. So 30 by 30. That's that piece. I could add this arc. You can see this arc is, it looks like 8 to me. So I'm going to add that arc to be 8. So I'm going to go to arc. I'll make a tangent arc. So tangent. That's not going in the right direction, is it? Nope. So I'll do it. I'll do 3 point. Well, let's see tangent again. I know I could maybe switch. Let's just do this, right? So, and go in that direction like that. And now, going to dimension this to be 8. Okay, so the next thing, okay, so this is okay, 8. The next thing I need is this point to be coincident. Say this point coincident, that, bring it down. So, and then this has to be tangent. So both of these have to be tangent. So let's select tangent, this and that. And this point and that. See? Okay, so there, I could have done that with, so I'm going to mirror that. So I'm going to take mirror and bring that across. Let's see, so it's not centered. The rectangle is not centered. I forgot about that, so that's okay. I'll do it now. Bring this to be 15. Let's see, okay, so now it's centered. The next part is this arc. This is basically an arc too. At the outer one is radius 15. So one more arc. So 1, 2, right here, say 15. That's good. Okay, now I have a circle with a diameter 15 right here with that at that midpoint. So circle diameter 15. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I'm gonna click OK. I'm gonna extrude. So I'm gonna say add to the original one. I'm gonna click, let's see, this. Let's see if I rotate around, yeah. And I think this one, right? Right, there it is. Click OK. And, ooh, I extruded a little too much. It's supposed to be only, looks like 15 to me. So let me go back and put 15 here. So one little problem that I noticed is that this is a curve, but it's not a closed surface. That's why it's not extruding. So I have to go back to the sketch, and I'm going to have to put a line right there. See the line? There's no line there, so that's why it's not extruding. So I'm going to go right here and draw a line right there. Do another one right here. So that should take care of that. I should go back to the extrusion. And now it should take this little piece also with it. Yeah. Okay. We'll take a look at this in perspective view. Right, and maybe change the appearance. Right, let's see, red. Know what you think?